Last couple of years, we've had a good time looking around in the most unlikely places for talented people in industrial parks and warehouse areas. We found, for example, a beautiful woodworker who crafts gorgeous rocking chairs, a stone sculptor, the dark room of one of the world's renowned photographers, and here in this little industrial park, another find. Bronze. It's been around for centuries, impervious to time and elements. It captured the imagination of Italy's great Renaissance master, helped define Remington's dream of the American West. Bronze adorns many of our lives as a delightful step back in time.
These are nonverbal statements of our history. We're all sort of standing on the shoulders of people who came before, and the sculpture represents, in a certain way, a timeless representation of our society and the things we value in it.
Rick Franaka has a profound understanding of this resilient, intricate art form.
Each piece has its own interest and its own demands, and our goal in every case is to really try and realize the artist's intentions. You can see the color change with the heat as the sulfur reacts with the copper.
Rick is the president of Bronzart, Sarasota's own Bronzart Foundry, a man whose colorful bandanas and fondness for a good smoke leave as much of an impression as the statues he creates. Lighting your cigar with the torch?
The beans in hand.
For 26 years, the Foundry has served artists, immortalizing their work.
The stages are the same as they've been for almost 2,000 years.
It's a process called lost wax.
Lost wax is really the oldest form of casting that's found in archaeology, and it's really the same today. A pattern made of wax duplicates the original object, and then the wax is melted out of a refractory mold, and bronze is poured in to take its place. A little bit like a fossil filling a cavity when the original object disappears.
What appears is bronze beauty. The Flying Fish Fountain at Atlantis in the Bahamas is one of Bronzart's largest pieces.
That piece is almost 20,000 pounds and is about 20 by 40 feet.
The Ted Williams statue at Fenway Park, one of its most timely.
Went in just before this year's season, so we like to think it was a small part of turning things around.
To me, it's remarkable how you can handle the mechanical problems. There's so many of them, and while keeping the aesthetic issues so solidly in mind.
To be successful in bronze art, left brain and right brain must unite. To artists, it's all about aesthetics. To artisans, it's both aesthetics and mathematics.
It is a technical process, and we are the conduit to realizing the potential of their work.
Rick, maybe I should have put a green scarf on him like that.
One of those artists is Harrison Covington, who has two statues at the Foundry, a rugged firefighter and a World War I pilot, both standing 8 feet tall.
I've said, these things need to have a presence. And in order to have an impact, they need to be a bit larger than life. But that's the kind of the thought you're trying to get across, I think, is that these aren't ordinary people, you know. In their own way, they're heroic.
Using his own experience as a World War II fighter pilot, Harrison created a self-portrait of his spirit.
I feel an affinity with these early pioneer aviators, the barnstormers, because these were fly by the seat of the pants, kind of very adventuresome people.
Wrinkles in the jacket, a rugged, weathered face, subtleties Harrison carefully hides in plain sight.
Up here, there's you might notice, a letter sticking out of his pocket. and it's addressed to Miss Jane Langford at 305 Marion Street, Plant City, Florida. And that was not his girlfriend, but that's my wife, my girlfriend, as it were. A little personal touch there.
A personal touch conceived by the artist, executed by the artisan.
He's looking mighty good. You've done a great job, Rick.
A sense of mortality and pride for both craftsman and creator.
You get to see something from start to finish. You get to see someone's dream, someone's project, someone's hopes come into the shop, and it's not too big a stretch to say that you really get to fulfill the whole process and then see the success or failure of it, but it's success.
Thoughtful words, thoughtful work, created to leave a lasting impression.